I've always been I've always been a big Daniel Jones guy.
That is true, actually, now that I think about it.
But why though?
Because he's good.
Is it because he's
But why?
WHITE?
R.I.P. my sweet Prince Benvenucci.
No!
Bishop Sycamore, if you're looking for an offensive coordinator who can run a 3-center system, I'm your guy. Hit me up. God damn it, Lamitr. Seriously, off his meds.
Still living, still thriving.
Dude,
Love
they said
podcast.
that they you know, the haters were doubting. I don't know who the haters were, but they were doubting, and we made it to 100. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Muffed podcast. As always, my name is Buzz. I'm joined by I got to do this. Is this like the thing we're doing now every time? Lamitr is right here, and then Aaron right next to
See,
me.
on my screen, that was your
The other way around. Okay, then I guess Lamitr right there, and
wherever
Aaron right.
Aaron, I like your beard.
There's what? I don't really have a
Wait,
beard.
that's kind of meta way. So like, you don't even know that you're yourself. Whatever. Football.
Wait, what happened there?
Football's coming back.
Not so loud into the mic, come on, man. You're gonna a little bit of, you know, it can be irritating. I'll hold it. There we go. Yeah, it's not gonna be complete ear rape. But American football is in a week and a half. Fantasy drafts probably this weekend. You know, Lamitr's he gave you some sleepers last week. I don't know if you used them.
I'll do it again.
Probably wouldn't recommend to use them. Oh, Lamitr, you got some more this week? All right, 3 more for this week.
I forgot who I did last week.
You did Daniel
Davis,
Daniel Jones.
Tyler Higbee.
No, Chase Edmonds.
Oh shit. Oh, you didn't hear that last one.
It's coming out. All right, we got a lot to talk about. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. All right. As always, let's start off our episodes with the highlights of the week. Aaron, why don't you start us off? What is your highlight of the week?
Well, first, you might be wondering, hey, why are you holding a 2019 signed Chris Davis home run leading bat? Why am I holding that, you might ask? Because Chris Davis is back with the A's, baby. He got called up today.
In Oakland for a couple months. Then he's back to the Aviators.
What the fuck, Lamitr? I will come and fuck you up right now. I'll come and whoop your ass.
Kick him out, and I can't even kick him out anymore. And
That's
I'm
really
sorry.
fucked up, Lamitr. That's really
I'm
fucked up.
sorry.
All right.
Why the fuck would you say
I'll
that?
realize my mistake there.
And yeah, he's been kicked out.
Yeah, Chris Davis is leading the A's on a big playoff run. You can't tell me otherwise. So, anyways,
Hey, Shohei
Hey,
Shohei assisting the A's.
yes,
Yeah,
they beat the Yankees twice, and I need them.
You've been kicked out. You can't talk when you've been kicked out. God damn it, Aaron. Don't acknowledge it.
No, hey, one more win for the Angels, and they sweep the Yankees, and I would really appreciate
hear
that.
that. Aaron, where did you get that from? Wait, who was talking about the Angels, Aaron? I don't know.
Did you catch Shohei stealing the home?
I did. I saw that. That was really cool.
That was so hype.
And who are you talking to? There's nobody.
I don't know. Anyway, so this is a segment not requested by me, but this is a segment requested by Boaz. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be reviewing Kanye West's album Donda,
Yeah.
only using football.
I don't think any of you
metaphors.
guys have heard it. Maybe like it's a little small. It's a little underground. I don't know if you heard.
Yes, and we're gonna. Boys, you want me to do track by track or just
Of
overall
course.
highlights?
No, Aaron. Every
All right.
track only football metaphors. I don't want to hear like anything else but football metaphors.
Okay, so the first song is Donda Chant on the album. And this song right here, this song is like, you know, when you're in the huddle, you're trying to get hyped for the game and your coach is just saying, you know, like, whose house is this? Our house. You say that like, you know, a million times, you know, get hyped.
You know that
Mark
commercial.
the territory.
Exactly.
I think it's the Gatorade one. You know the one. We ready for your. You know that one. I think that's how it goes. But you know, it always gets hyped.
Yes. All right, and then you know the next song is Jail. Hey, listen up. I don't. What is this? What is this?
He's been kicked out. I don't even know who this is.
You guys fucking talking while I'm doing my
I know
fucking
who this
album
is.
review.
Hey,
Apologize.
sorry.
All right. Sorry.
Fuck. Anyway, so Jail is like, you know, you get the ball to start and you have a very successful first drive and you score a touchdown and it's the two veterans linking up. It's Tom Brady throwing to fucking Jerry Rice. I don't fucking know.
There you go.
So, you know, good start. You know, God breathed on this. You know,
Can I kind of interrupt there for a second? What about
No, you
Jail
can't.
2?
God breathed on this.
Jail 2, Aaron. What is what's your
was it what? What'd you say?
Jail 2? What's your metaphor for that?
We're going track by track here. We're not going there. So
Aaron, Jail 2 is
If O.J.
Johnny
Simpson-
Manziel to
yeah.
Josh Gordon,
No,
both suspended.
No, I feel like this is O.J. Simpson playing with Aaron Hernandez, playing with Ray Rice, playing with Kareem Hunt, only in a hotel corridor.
anyways, God God Breathed is the next song. God Breathed, you had a nice defensive stop on the next drive and you get the ball back. All right. Off the grid. For some reason, your star wide receiver got hurt. So you're like, fuck, who's coming in now? Fucking Quinton Cephas? What the fuck? Do we have to throw the ball to Quinton
Cephas? He is the star wide receiver.
Hey, just let me finish. So, you got your established quarterback in Tom Brady, all right? First play, little check down, gets it to Antonio Gibson. Gibson is like Playboy Cardi on this song, does a good job, does his job. But then the next play, you throw the ball to Quinton Cephas. What happens? He catches it and runs it for 90 yards. And you thought, you're like, hey, whoa, I thought this dude sucked. I thought this dude made bad music. What is this? And that is Fabio Foreign on that song, because his verse was amazing.
Dude,
and
Cardi's verse was absolutely
listen, I'm trying to hear Aaron's metaphor. I don't know, what are you trying to
Playboy Cardi's verse on that song? Yeesh.
It did its job.
What football metaphor would you give it?
Davidante Perez.
Was it Aaron, did he fumble the verse?
No, he didn't. Anyways, so the next song is Hurricane. So this song, fuck, I did not remember this one. Fuck it. I like the Weeknd's part, and the rest of it I don't really like that much. Praise God. Praise God is like when you have a nice easy play, nice easy successful play. It seems like it's going great. The chorus goes well. Kanye's verse goes well. The beat is amazing. But then you throw the ball, you little check down to Terry McLaurin, really solid receiver. He's Baby Keem in this situation, and he just fucking drops it. He fucking drops the ball, and that's what Baby Keem did on this fucking song. Because what the fuck? I like Baby Keem, but what the fuck was that shit?
Where Jimmy does a screen pass to Matt Breida, and then it becomes the interception.
Matt Breida cradles it, throws it back in the air.
No, because Jimmy's an awful pass. That it was right. That's right. That's the metaphor that Aaron was going for.
That's exactly what. And Jonah, I'm gonna be honest, don't even remember what that song sounds like, so we're gonna skip that one. Okay.
Aaron, that could be the Detroit Lions right there. That would be the Detroit Lions season.
All right. I mean, who knows? Might be good. Anyways, okay. It's okay. I like that song. Then we have a Junior. Junior is like you're recruiting you draft Johnny Manziel and he turns out to be a bust. That's what that song is like to me. You can read into that what you will.
And that's hard to understand because Johnny Manziel not very clearly not a bust. I don't know why.
Shows a lot of promise.
All right. Anyways, believe what I say.
And sorry to interrupt you 1 second. Let me. Do you have ADHD? Like, actually, what is this?
Believe what I say. That's like you take the old school West Coast offense and you adapt it for modern times and you make it work very well together. That's what I think about that song.
Bill Walsh collab.
Exactly, with the Lauryn Hill sample, kind of used it well. The next song, 24. This song is like going to church instead of watching football. That's what that song's like, and it's pretty nice. Remote Control. That song, I see I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. That song is like moving on. Moon. That song is like playing a nice game at night, but the game scores like 40-0 Miami over Jacksonville. That's how I feel about that song. You can.
So this is like a Thursday night football game.
Yeah, Heaven or Hell's like a nice battle in the trenches. That's what that song sounds like. The big D line, big O line, nice battle in the trenches, clashing mentalities. That's what we like to hear. We're skipping Donda. That's it's just interlude. Keep My Spirit Alive. Fuck. Wait, how does this one go again? Give me 1 second. Oh yeah. Okay. So this song is like you recruit fucking who's some old guy in the NFL, boys? Give me someone.
I know. Old guy in the NFL. Brett Favre.
Okay, actually no, that's like still currently playing.
Still currently playing.
Brady.
Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald.
So you get Larry Fitzgerald, and then you get
No, he hasn't retired officially.
Jason Witten. And they, for some reason, go back into their prime form. That's not how I feel about the people on that song, but that's just the best. But for Jesus Lord is like having sex in the end zone. That's what that song is like.
That's the best song on the album.
That's I agree with that. New Again. I'm gonna be honest. Don't remember what that sounds like. Television is like if you were to get the corpse of Sean Taylor, may he rest in peace, and just throw him out in the field and tell him to play defense. That's what that song is like. And if you listen to that song, you'll know what I mean.
Aaron, somehow like I fully understand what you mean.
I know Lamitr does because the way he reacted to that. So,
no comment.
No comment.
That's what that song is. I don't know what the fuck Kanye was doing on that song, but like what the fuck?
What? No comment. Okay, back to you, Aaron.
It's accurate. That's all I have to say.
It is pretty accurate. I'd say that.
Anyways,
he's got thoughts now. All right.
Lord, I Need You. Fuck me. What the fuck was that song? See, I'm forgetting some of the songs. It's a long album. I'm sorry.
The Houston Texans season. There we go. Continue.
Okay, yeah, Houston Texans season. Pure Souls. Hold on.
you really need some fucking medication, dude. Like,
Pure
seriously.
Souls is like going to church instead of watching football, except this time you're not enjoying it as much. Come to Life is like it's like you draft. It's like you get Dante, you pick up Dante Pettis in free agency, and he goes to the Giants, and then he has an amazing year. That's what that song is like.
And he just got cut. He got cut like literally an hour ago.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, whatever. Well, that was just a metaphor. This isn't about real life. No Child Left Behind. Fuck me. I don't know.
Decent.
It's a decent.
It's Matt Ryan.
It's Matt Ryan. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Jail Part 2. Here we go. This is the one you guys are waiting for. This is like getting Aaron Hernandez and Darren Sharper
OJ Simpson
on your team. And then okay Part 2. Don't remember. Junior Part 2. Same thing. Jesus Lord Part 2. I mean, I mean, that's my review of Don using only football metaphors.
Thank you, Aaron. That was very insightful.
A Hurricane top 3.
Aaron, listen, I didn't listen to a single song in Donda, but
you did. You listened to Off the Grid yesterday.
Yeah, that was I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Grid.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to that. But Aaron, I feel like I don't even need to listen to the album anymore now that I've heard your metaphors, football metaphors, because I understand it fully. Yeah, every song I think I understand. I don't need to listen to it, Aaron. That's all I wanted to say.
I'd say it's a great
Thank you, Aaron.
review.
Thank you. Lamitr, what are your highlights of the week?
All right. Viva Ronaldo!
Okay,
Viva Ronaldo! Going down that wing, Hair United sing. Viva Ronaldo! He's coming home.
He's coming home. This
would be cool if he wasn't washed and all, right?
He's the greatest of all time. The GOAT's coming home.
No, Messi went to PSG, didn't he?
I'm so happy, man. I was crying the night before when he was about to go to Manchester City. And man, oh man, he's coming home.
Yeah, so why do you think he made the mistake of going to Manchester United? Do you think maybe he like didn't see the last part? Maybe he saw Manchester and he just signed with
loyalty in his blood.
You gotta say that in their mind.
Unlike Jack Grealish, loyalty in his blood.
Wow.
Aaron, I know your pain. It's okay. Jack's gonna come home too. He's gonna come home.
Aaron, probably when he's washed, just like Ronaldo, huh? That's fine.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Chris Davis is back. I don't care anymore, guys.
Yeah. Okay, Lamitr, follow-up question. When will Ronaldo learn to actually score normally? No penalties or tap-ins.
Ronaldo is the greatest goal of all time.
Penalty scorer. Thoughts?
Get out of here, man. Okay, that's my only highlight of the week because that highlight was so right.
Does he own? Okay, nice. That's a good way of putting that. Lamitr, last question, last fall. Does Ronaldo have an island?
He does.
You know who else does that?
No.
Lamitr, what's his debut day?
September 11th.
What's the most important thing going on that day?
Ronaldo's debut.
Wow.
That's fucked up, Lamitr.
Wow. So in third place comes one of the biggest tragedies in U.S. history. Nice. Okay, that's
it's not something I celebrate.
I can't hear Lamitr.
I said, what's the three?
Are you guys only using one mic?
No, I said most notable event on that day, 9/11, September 11th.
You guys are really wait. You guys, I just realized you guys are only using one mic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we are only using one mic. It doesn't work. This box thing. So what happens when you use $15 and it does it doesn't do anything. We've played around with it. It doesn't do anything.
So it was a ripoff.
Wait, Aaron. So this whole time when I've been interviewing Lamitr, giving him the mic every time he talks, you didn't realize we've only had one mic.
No, I just realized now because all of a sudden I was like, wait, I can't hear Lamitr when he's talking, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then he plays with his fucking soccer ball because he got ADHD, like severe ADHD, like office meds. Lamitr, okay, Aaron, can you hear the soccer ball? Okay, like, do I need to cut that part out? God, see, Lamitr.
I'm sorry.
Dude, seriously, I'm gonna get you a prescription, like the serious, like Adderall prescription. Like I think we're gonna fix all your fucking behavioral issues. Lamitr, so do you want to renounce your previous statement on the important
20-year death anniversary or the anniversary?
Okay, we'll cut that part out again. All right, Lamitr, what would you like to say now about Lamitr? What is the most notable day on most notable event on September 11th?
It's respecting those who tragically died on September 11th, 2001.
Of course, and then afterwards, secondly, after respecting and acknowledging those who have passed away on September 11th. What do we do after that?
It's my brother's birthday.
No, it's actually in remembrance of the brave firefighters who were at 9/11. Then thirdly,
what's my brother's birthday?
No, actually, that's the plane workers who were helping to try to everyone to remain calm and try to manage the situation. What about fourthly?
My brother's.
No, that's actually the brave workers in the Pentagon that we respect that happened. And then
this is going on too long.
Yeah.
Lamitr's brothers. What I was gonna say. Fifth. The fifth one was the Lamitr's brothers. That was the fifth. And then,
And sixth, Cristiano
No,
Ronaldo,
fifth.
debut at Manchester United.
No, fifth is Lamitr's favorite brother. Sixth would be Lamitr's other
I don't
brother.
have favorites,
The second. No, I mean, come on. Let's be
I
honest
love
here.
them both.
Lamitr has a favorite brother.
Yeah, of course. I mean, come on. And then seventh is would be Ronaldo's. For seven, CR7. Let me pull out my highlights of the week. I got a list. Oh, okay. Let's start off with the first one, which is the one that Aaron wanted me to mention because Aaron has a lot to say about it. But he also I don't know why he just couldn't put it into his highlights of the week.
I know that's a good
But
point.
this is actually funny, Aaron, because didn't he just hit a walk off? Javi Baez has redeemed himself now in the eyes of the Mets fans.
Yeah.
But he would hit a home run and he would thumbs down them. He'd boo them back because they booed him initially. They booed the whole team really.
Yeah,
He would give them the thumbs down. The fans didn't like that, so they started giving him a thumbs down too. Then the ownership went to the Mets and Javi Baez and told him like, listen, man, you can't be doing this shit. Like these are the people who pay they pay fucking all of our bills here by buying all of our fucking like jerseys and shit and like buying like tickets to go see us and all that.
Chris Bryant would never.
Okay. You thought his name was Chris Davis when he.
I mean, Buzz, you've seen Chris Davis. Have you seen a picture of Chris Bryant? Have you seen any picture?
I've never. Bryant? Yeah, have I seen them in the same room together? No, I haven't.
I mean, no, but the point I was trying to make is they look very different. So I mean, they're not even the same race either. So
yeah, Chris Bryant's like white skin, right?
I think he's a white dude. He's a white dude.
He's a white guy.
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Davis is light skin. No, Chris Bryant is white.
I don't think is it Chris Davis.
You have to wait until I give you the mic.
I don't think he is. White. Let me get a look at him again. Oh yeah, no, he's.
Yeah. Okay. Regardless.
Mets.
So regardless, so they told him he can't do that, so he stopped doing that. He had a walk off, or not a walk off, but right. He got the winning run. He ran. He was the one who ran and won the game for
the Mets.
For the Mets. And I saw all the fans. They started giving him thumbs up. They gave him a thumbs up. It seems like a really, really good redemption arc.
It was funny because in his at bats they were actually booing him. So it's literally Mets Civil War. It's Mets versus the players.
They were booing him when he went up, and then he was at second, right? They hit it, and then he went to third, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to home." Yeah, and they won the game on that.
They won the game, and then also.
Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Marcus Stroman, Mets pitcher. He came out and said something on Twitter where he was just like the fans like booing us, acting like they're like majority owners of the team, and all they do is buy our overpriced beer. I was like, okay, that's something interesting there, Marcus.
Hey, I don't know why Lindor would do the thumbs down, bro. You're not even hitting any runs. Calm down.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh, roasted.
Also, ever since training for Javi Baez,
Francisco.
Ever since training for Happy Buys, the Mets are like 8-19 or something like that. But
yeah,
they're imploding.
They've been choking, right?
And on top of that, 40 minutes ago, right before we started recording, their GM was arrested for drunk driving. So really, it's just the Mets are just imploding right now.
That's kind of fucked up. Is he stealing Tony La Russa's thing? Like
I know. That's what I thought.
They might be imploding, but they're still the best baseball franchise in New York.
I mean, the Yankees are doing pretty good.
Hey, not when Shohei sweeps them.
Shohei. So the A's can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, A's still need. Don't you need the Red Sox too to be losing, Aaron? You need both.
No, I mean, if the Yankees keep losing games, we'll be fine.
That's true. I guess you just need one of them to really start like going.
And the Red Sox, I believe, lost 2 straight games anyway. So like
the Giants are having a shitty run right now. Everybody's injured.
No, they just lost twice. What? It's not
and the Brewers are a good team though. So
it could be worse than it gets a lot worse than
we're not used to losing twice.
Yes, you are.
Should we check the Padres wildcard standings real quick before we move on?
They're actually higher than the A's right now.
Hey, Jonathan.
I wasn't doing that as an insult. I was just gonna look.
They're above the Reds.
Really?
Yep.
Are they now?
Yeah, they're tied up. Which
they're finishing their season playing the Dodgers and the Giants.
Oh yeah, no, they have the tiebreak. Oh no, the Reds lost. Oh, okay, so they're in the wildcard right now.
Yep. Thoughts.
Let's see where the A's at. Let's see where the A's are at. I know where.
Jonathan, India, promised land.
Oh, we're only 1 game back. 1 game back from the Red Sox. Come on,
you're 1 back. Yeah, so you need the Red Sox to be losing 2.
Yeah.
Or just one of them
the
to
Yankees,
just lose a lot.
the Yankees actually need to lose 2 more games. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right, so I got quite a bit. First one, Pinaldo doing his best LeBron impression. LeBron already came home. We already did that. All Pinaldo needs is remember when LeBron came back? I don't know. Lamitr. No, he came back and he had that song. Whenever I'm coming home, tell the world that I'm coming. Yeah, that song. And that's what LeBron came back to that, and it was such an emotional moment for all the Cavs fans when they lost the Warriors all those times. And that one time that we didn't talk about. No, I'll be mourning the and remembering the victims.
When you do that, then we can watch the game.
That'll be the 6th thing. The 7th thing we can do after the first 6 we to do, which is acknowledge. You want to go over who we're acknowledging?
No,
That's fine. We don't have to. We don't have to. Next one. Oh, so Justin Reed. That was kind of cool playing safety and
Oh
kicker.
yeah.
That was cool. And that actually, I've had this take saved for a while, but I feel like this is a little controversial. Get rid of kickers and punters and just have your like regular players just use those roles. Like,
that's dumb.
Why? You save 2 roster spots. You get 2 roster spots extra, and you just have your fucking safety play kicker, and then like you just get like your quarterback play punter.
They're not going to be good at like kicking field goals though. That's the thing.
I mean, I like how much worse can he be like than like the
pretty worse. Those guys have been kicking like their whole like lives. Man.
That's true, but I feel like if you practice enough, I feel like most guys would be like.
I bet the Kings want them to be practicing how to play safety.
Sure, but then okay, don't get. God damn it! Aaron, do you see the? Did you hear that, Aaron? Could you hear?
Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, it was very loud.
Yeah, that's the Lamitr's ADHD. No, Lamitr, come. Don't. He needs to get. He's off his pills. I'm sorry, guys. He's off his meds today. The next one I have, Trent Dilfer. Everyone got our pennies in a bunch. I don't know if you guys saw that video. He's he's a high school football coach. So yeah, they said like, oh, he put his hands in him. I mean, he kind of like just pushed the guy around a little bit. I don't know. My take on the situation is like
it was Phil Dawson's time.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My take on the situation was like, I mean, like, I guess you don't really. It's like a 30-second clip. Like, how the fuck do you know? Like, I mean, and like,
wait, what did Trent Dilfer do?
He just pushed the kid around, whatever, and he yelled at him,
and like yelling at him, and he was holding his pads and taking backwards.
Yeah,
bro, that's what all coaches fucking do.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, I mean, like people were like, oh, he put his hands in. Like, that's a little bit, a little.
Come on, he didn't hit it.
I mean, you legitimately have ADHD, but because he's just getting distracted right now to me. But yeah, he didn't really hit him or anything like that. People were a little bit. I mean, not that like that's like wow, like that's a standard. Like, oh, you have to hit him and then only then I'll get outraged and all that. But like, I just feel like people were a little bit over exaggerating. There's probably coaches all across America that do a lot worse things than what Trent Dilfer did there.
No, it's not. We shouldn't be making an excuse for him if he's doing a lot worse things. I just think.
No, I'm saying other. I'm saying there's probably situations where way worse.
No, I'm just saying that's not an excuse for what he did. But like, I'm just saying what he did wasn't bad. I've played sports my entire life. Coaches are like that. Come on, he yelled at him because he cared for him. That's usually what coaches.
Or he's just being a shithead. Could be one of those. Phil Dawson.
Yeah.
He was known for his rowdy personality. Next one. Oh, Jake Paul. He wins another fight. Tyron Woodley.
Won.
Jake Paul tattoo.
Yeah, that's true. Tyron Woodley. If they're doing a rematch, he said that Jake Paul would agree to a rematch if Tyron Woodley got a tattoo. Yeah, he's out of retirement now. He was actually in retirement when I wrote this highlight of the week. He's now, as of this morning, out of retirement. Lamitr, thoughts?
Hey, greatest boxer of all time. Heard it here.
Wow, heard it here first from Lamitr, the boxing source. Jake Paul, the greatest boxer of all time. I'm just gonna say this, Lamitr. I don't know if I can say he's the greatest boxer of all time. He's actually never like boxed a real boxer. It's Nate Robinson. Fucking what's the guy who he boxed him? The white dude, Ben Askren, who's the MMA guy, and then Tyron Woodley, Deji, who's a YouTuber, and then Tyron Woodley, who's another MMA guy. So 0 boxers that he's actually.
Tyron Woodley looks scary as shit. Like, if I'm in a ring with Tyron Woodley, man, I'm going to get my ass.
Sure, I wouldn't want to be. I mean, Ben Askren's like an Olympic fucking wrestler, too. I wouldn't want to be in a ring with him either. But, I mean, the fact of the matter is none of them are boxers. Like, that's, like, until he fights an actual boxer. And I could totally see him, like, he's just going to fight, like, washed MMA fighters and stuff like that.
He says he wants to fight Nate Diaz next.
Yeah, which
Nate Diaz is going to kick his ass so bad.
Yeah, but that's also, like, a guy who, whatever, like, he plays, like, he was boxing in, like, the British League or some shit. He doesn't even box, like, in, like, the regular, like,
MMA.
No, but he's done boxing recently. That's the reason why, like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna fight a boxer now. But he's been boxing in the British League apparently, which is like notorious for like, apparently like games getting fixed and shit like that.
Hey,
like,
Tyson Fury was in the British League, I bet.
Probably, but like, I mean, now he isn't. This guy is straight, like his only boxing experience
Nate
is.
Diaz is a dog though, man. He's a 49ers fan from Stockton.
No, I mean, sure, but like. I'm just gonna say this one more time. It's once again he just goes for these guys for like big names, but like don't really like they sound like, oh wow, like this is like a good matchup, but like on paper, like he's just a bunch of as much of a boxer as Jake Paul is. Like,
hey, Jake Paul, greatest boxer of all time. So I guess Nate Diaz is a great boxer.
Gotta disagree on that one, but well, there's still time. Maybe Jake Paul will cement that at one point. I don't know, probably not. Next one, Aaron, I hyped this up for you. I don't know if you saw Bishop Sycamore. Lamitr and I were talking about this before. One of my favorite high schools now. Aaron, are you a Bishop Sycamore fan?
I've actually saw the headline, but I've avoided the story because I wanted to hear what you had to say about it.
No, yeah. So Bishop Sycamore, high school that played against IMG Academy on Sunday. They just, I think a few days ago, they played against Mater Day as well. So these are like top-notch high schools. These are like prep schools, whatever, the ones where they have like facilities like Ohio State and shit like that, where like all the guys who are playing there, they're all trying to go whatever, like they're like 4 or 5. Well, they're all gonna go D1 for sure, but like they're like 4 or 5 star. Like these are like high-end D1 like athletes and stuff like that. Bishop Sycamore told ESPN that they have a bunch of D1 athletes. None of them were like verifiable, and like now that it turns out it's not true. Their address is actually like when they looked it up on Google Maps, it's actually just an office building. And there's actually no record of the school if you go past like 3 years back.
Oh, really?
So it's a fake high school. It's just and then it turns out like a bunch of the players on the team are like way older than like 18, 19. So like these guys are like just guys who play like junior college like football, and then like they couldn't make it to that, or they couldn't make it any further than that. So they're like trying to like I guess like I don't even know what they're trying to do. Like is any like NFL scout gonna watch fucking a Bishop Sycamore game and be like, wow, like I'm gonna sign this guy? Like I don't know, but they got blown out. I had the score written down.
So they were 20-year-olds and they got blown out.
Yeah, they got, it was 50. I mean, well, I'll say this: they're playing against 18-year-olds and all that, but like these are like high end like football athletes still. Like you could be like, you could be 30 and like yeah, exactly. These guys are way more athletic and like yeah, a good chunk of these guys could be going to the NFL and stuff like that. Let's see. I have a few other ones. Oh, their head coach is now getting arrested for fraud because apparently he's been everywhere they go with the team, like when they pay at like restaurants and stuff like that, apparently they've been using checks that have all bounced. Like the bank account associated with those checks has no money in it. And yeah, now he's been fired as the head coach, which I don't know what that means because it's a fake school. So like you're firing a fake head coach on a fake team from a fake school.
Oh my god!
Because he's getting arrested for fraud for a bunch of bounce checks. And then another one. So Complex had an interview with a kid who played on the team like 2 or 3 years ago, and yeah, he was just saying like it's really fucked up. Like all these guys, they literally just like live in like hotels and shit like that. They don't do schools. Like all the players, like if they transfer out of the high school and they go to like a regular high school, they literally have to like do like an extra year of school just because they literally missed that whole year just because they don't do anything. And yeah, they were saying like, yeah, they don't feed them, so they literally have to like go like steal from like supermarkets and shit like that. It sounds like a really fucked up situation. And the thing is, they had so many games. Apparently, they had like a bunch of games scheduled. They had like 10 games scheduled like this whole month, and like a bunch of teams are now canceled on them now that they know like it's not a real school. But the fact that like for like 2 or 3 years, nobody like ever heard about this story other than like if it wasn't for last Sunday when like everyone was just like outraged, like how did this school get on with IMG Academy, like one of the best high schools in America, and they're just getting blown out on national TV on ESPN. And that's only when people started looking into it and realized that like this is like what the fuck, this is the crazy.
That's crazy because I saw that game on ESPN, but I didn't watch it, so I kind of wish I did now.
56-6. Here, I actually have a clip from the game where the announcers start questioning. It's really funny. Like when the announcers themselves start questioning, that's me with another. You saw, but here, this is funny right here. Let me turn up the volume.
Told us they had a number of Division I prospects on their roster. To be frank, a lot of that we could not verify. And they did not show up in our database. They did not show up in the databases of other recruiting services. So it's okay. If that's what you're telling us, fine. That's how we take it in. From what we've seen so far, this is not a fair fight. And
yeah, so this is announced. This is the second quarter. This is like actually the beginning of the second quarter where they start noticing like something's not right about this other team. Like they told us they're going to be good, and like they're awful. They're god awful. The IMG Academy, they stopped playing their starters after like I think by the end of the first quarter they stopped playing their starters because like they easily could have probably won that game like 100-0 if they actually played everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that was an interesting. You know, that's probably there's probably a movie out of that. Like there's got to be at least like a Netflix movie
30
or something.
for 30.
Bro, I saw like a meme where it was like Cam Newton signs with Bishop Sycamore High School, and I didn't know what that meant, but now I do.
Yeah, now you do. Yeah, and I might be the offensive coordinator for Bishop Sycamore for all you know. So I don't know. We'll see.
Ronaldo? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Juju does the milk crate challenge. So that was interesting. That sounds like a smart decision 2 weeks before the season starts to just do the.
He didn't complete it though.
Wait, his team's not gonna win many games.
Wow.
No, but
Sneak peek.
did Juju complete it though?
He did. He completed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was fine. Yeah, he actually looked really good on it. Like he didn't shake at all. I mean, that makes sense though. Like you know, they do like probably a lot of ab workouts and like stability stuff. So like you know, he should be pretty good at the milk crate challenge. But if he did fall and like you know, I wouldn't wish this, but like if he did like break something, that would be like how dumb would that be that on the internet you have evidence of like you being like you can't even play that off. Like if you went to the medical staff and like they asked you like, hey Juju, how'd you break your toe? Like he can't even play that off because it's on the internet of him doing the fucking milk crate challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So whatever. Dan Campbell cuts both kickers on his team. I think he just signed a kicker right now, just recently. But I had to take whatever. It was going to circle back around to my Justin Reed one, which Dan Campbell should honestly just to find some guys on the team, just have like everyone in the roster.
Cephas could probably do
no, yeah, just we'll line up all the guys in the roster and just have them all kick, and just the one who's like semi decent, be like, all right, we're rolling out with you. That's it. You can be our kicker. Like. Honestly, maybe what was that? You remember that like college coach who like they did like an ESPN thing about him where he like never kicked PATs. He went for 2 every time because he was like the statistics tell you to go for 2 every time.
I do not know who that is, but that's what I do in Madden.
I mean, right? Because you know if you it's something like if you need a 50% chance of making it complete in a 2-point percentage, and that gives you like 1 point. I don't know, something like that. Something that the stats somehow work out. I don't know. And then last one. This is the most important highlight I had this morning. As of this morning, it's confirmed. The Nickelodeon game is confirmed to be back. It is back. It's back.
Lamitr, why is Lamitr clapping? He didn't watch it last year.
Yeah.
I did.
Thoughts about not watching
I
the
watched the
Nickelodeon?
game. I didn't watch the Nickelodeon broadcast.
Thoughts about being a hater.
Yeah.
All right. Next segment. Lamitr.
Oh wait,
We're
Lamitr,
gonna
when do you have to-
you why don't you start us off? But we're gonna talk about our playoff predictions. For football, as I said, is coming soon. In a week and a half, we're gonna have our first football game. The Bucks and the Cowboys playing against each other. And we said we did this in the beginning of season, right? I think maybe like in April or something. Really early on. We were like, right when the schedule came out, like right before the draft. We did a little thing where we kind of predicted every single game, and we predicted just who's gonna win divisions, and then we even did like a Super Bowl prediction type of thing. So we're not gonna really do that. We're just gonna do kind of regular predictions and who's gonna win each division. So without further ado, Lamitr, why don't you start us off?
All right, I'll rattle off my division winners. For the AFC North, we got the Cleveland Browns at 13-4. At the AFC East, we got the Buffalo Bills at 13-4. And in the AFC West, god damn it, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at 12-5.
Hot take.
And in the AFC South, we got the Indianapolis Colts at 12-5. All right, in the NFC,
With what quarterback? With what quarterback?
With Carson Wentz.
With Nick Foles that they signed because the Bears haven't cut him yet. When the Bears eventually do cut Nick Foles to the Colts. Actually, could be Jimmy G as well.
Thank you, Boaz.
Yes. Give us some notable maybe other teams.
Oh yeah, the Steelers 3-14.
Jesus Christ. Why do you think what? I'm so happy the football crack takes are back, man. I am. I truly am.
The Patriots 9-8, almost making the playoffs, and the Raiders 3-14. It is what it is. And yeah, I and the other teams in the playoffs are the Chargers, who have a 12-5 record, the Broncos, who have an 11-6 record, and the Baltimore Ravens, who have a 10-7 record. Narrowly missing out are the Dolphins, the Patriots, and that's it. Yeah. Solid year. Over to the NFC. You got the Green Bay Packers at 12-5.
Wait, so the Lions are
winning the NFC North. The New Orleans Saints winning the NFC South at 10-7.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second. Are you done with being a Saints hater? Like, is that just a Drew Brees?
Yeah, the jerseys are growing on me.
What about the darkness of the?
He's just a Drew Brees.
They're not playing the Superdome.
That's
anymore.
true. Are you disavowing Hurricane Ida?
Yeah, we don't
disavow Hurricane
Yeah,
Ida.
because Hurricane Ida took everything away from the Saints. I'm gonna give them something, my love.
Wow.
Nice. I'm sure that's what they want right now.
That's it. Yeah. Out of everything, that's it.
The
There
NFC.
is just one thing is Lamitr's love.
The winner of the NFC East is the New York Giants at 11-6.
Not happening. That's not happening.
Yeesh. And at the winner of the NFC West, obviously, the San Francisco 49ers at 14-3. The other notable teams, the Vikings go 5-12 because Kirk Cousins. Yeesh.
That's excellent analysis we have.
Narrowly missing out on playoffs. The Arizona Cardinals at 10-7 because the Rams and the Seahawks both got 11-6. The Washington football team at 10-7 because the Cowboys went 11-6, and the Panthers and the Buccaneers missing out at 10-7 and 9-8 respectively.
The Super Bowl champions not making the playoffs this year.
I'm not a hater. I'm just a realistic person. That's it.
I mean, they made the Super Bowl, so I feel like the realistic approach wouldn't that be the realistic?
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
So the Buccaneers aren't making the playoffs? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's it. That's all from me. Over to you, Aaron.
Oh, okay. All right, so let me look over my notes again.
Oh, dude, and I like that. I like the, and it's the old school pen and paper approach. None of that. Those gadgets. No Wi-Fi necessary for that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so winning the AFC North, we have the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
And Lamar Jackson's going to catch COVID for a third time, and then they're going to have to forfeit the game. That's a prediction, and that's going to come down clutch. And that's what's going to happen. And so the Browns will get the division.
And which variant?
I'm going to be honest. I only know Delta. Anyways, next one.
Sigma variant. Omega variant.
Sigma variant. Got him. Anyways, In the AFC South, yes, AFC South, we have the Tennessee Titans taking the division. Team is stacked. Carson Wentz is going to be injured and like on the COVID IL for like half the year because that's what he does, and they're not going to make the playoffs with Jacob Eason.
Wow, what a hater.
Yeah, I am a Carson Wentz hater.
You did just say the Buccaneers aren't making.
He did say that.
So like, yeah.
Well, I think if Carson Wentz plays, the Colts will be a wild card team. The Titans now they got Julio. They got Don Julio. They're set. Anyways, Buffalo Bills, AFC. Fuck, why am I blanking right now? Whatever division they're in.
AFC East.
AFC East. Thank you, Boaz. And the Chiefs will be winning the AFC West.
That's a shocker.
That's a tough one, honestly. For a second, I thought the Broncos or the Chiefs would finish with a better record, but I don't know. I'm going with the Chiefs. In the NFC, I have the Green Bay Packers winning the NFC North.
Yeah,
and then
Hot take.
Wait, Aaron didn't say that. Aaron, next one, I think NFC West is what you're saying, or
NFC West. Yeah, I have the
Whatever
LA Rams winning the division.
So where can you give us a standings of that one? That's a little bit interesting.
What do you mean?
Do you like who's second, third, or
Rams? And then we're gonna go Niners, Seahawks, Cardinals.
Okay, all right, cool.
That's what I think. I think the Rams are a little sleeper right now. Matty Stafford with all those weapons. They better watch out. They're obviously gonna lose to the Niners this year because that's just how it happens.
I've been watching out for the Rams for a while.
You have
Rams fan, Seahawks fan.
Not a Cardinals fan though.
Hey, real quick, I'd like to add a highlight of the week. Ronaldo is the all-time top goal scorer in like history of all international competition. He has 111 goals now.
Where did he pass? Where did he pass? How's the week?
All right, go ahead, Aaron.
Go ahead, Aaron. We're redacting that highlight of the week. That's redacted, and Ronaldo's record as well redacted from history. Go ahead, Lamitr.
Oh, Lamitr, go ahead.
Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
No, Lamitr. Do my predictions. I have not done the AFC South and the. NFC South, NFC South,
NFC
and the
East,
NFC
right?
East. Yeah, so Lamitr, do my predictions.
But it has to be different than your prediction.
Aaron has the Washington football team winning the NFC East. And,
I like that.
The NFC South, Aaron has who's in the NFC South?
Saints.
Oh, the Buccaneers winning and Saints coming in second.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually exactly what I would have said. Good job, Lamitr.
That's Lamitr just thought like what would a rational person probably choose, and then
No, I said the Washington football team are winning the division like last week, and I was like, they're going on a playoff run, and then you guys were like, nah.
You did say no. I was with you. I said Super Bowl, and then you're like, oh, that's a little too far, and I was like, oh, come on.
Okay, Lamitr wasn't with me on that because he's a big Danny Jones guy, Danny Dimes guy.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I have something for you, Lamitr. Do you want to do this right? I had to say just if any time Daniel Jones discussion comes along, I can say this. I have the stat, and do I say this for later or do I just do this now? I can rip this stat out right now.
I do it right now.
All right, let's do it right now. Aaron, Lamitr, I'm gonna give you QBA, QBB. You tell me who's who.
Yeah.
Oh no.
QBA, 13 games, 3,093 total yards. That's passing and rushing. 19 total touchdowns, 15 total interceptions, 57.3 completion percentage. And 19 sacks taken. That's the number one.
Okay.
For QBA. QBB, 14 games, 3,366 total yards, 12 total touchdowns, 10 total interceptions, 62.5% completion percentage, 45 sacks taken. Which QB would you take, Aaron? The one who's played less games but has 7 more touchdowns, or the one who's played more games and has 12 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 45 sacks taken.
Quarterback with 7 more touchdowns, please.
Or how about his pocket? How about his pocket awareness is?
No, I'm gonna take.
Wait, who said Daniel Jones is there? I just said quarterback A and B. And
Wait,
where did you get Daniel Jones from?
I don't know why he's 6 but what were the 2 quarterbacks that like whisper in the mic?
All right, Lamir's gonna take QBB. Aaron, will you be taking QB A or B?
Wait, whatever one was the 7 touchdowns more, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's QB A.
I'll take
QB
QB
A
A.
is Drew Lock. QBB is Daniel Jones. Drew Lock has, but who's thrown 7 more touchdowns? Yeah, who's thrown 7 more touchdowns in 1 more game?
It's because Daniel Jones' team was shit. Drew Lock has a good team.
I mean, Drew Lock's team record was not that much.
Lamitr, I have a question. Are you latching on to Daniel Jones because Dante Pettis got cut and you need someone?
What?
Are you latching on to Daniel Jones because Dante Pettis got cut? You need someone to latch on to.
No, I've always been a
I've
always been a big Daniel Jones guy.
That is true, actually. Now that I think about it.
But why though?
Because he's good.
Is it because he's
But why?
WHITE?
I think so. Aaron.
Hey, then I'd like Drew Lock.
Lamitr, why are you come back into
Then
the
I'd like
frame?
Drew Lock, too.
Come back into the frame.
Then I'd
No,
like
but Drew Lock
too.
likes to start the type of music that doesn't fit.
God damn, I like rap music too.
Wait, what?
Really?
I didn't say rap music. I saw he's into EDM. That's what I was talking about. What are you guys talking about?
I thought you were in the gospel music like Donda.
Yeah,
We were on the same page for the review.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So, Bose, what the fuck are your predictions? You got sidetracked there.
Disconnected. Oh, it's back on. All right. Let's do mine. We got a little bit off the but I just I had that stat saved for actually like 2 weeks now. And with the moment Lamitr triggered like I said Daniel Jones, it triggered that memory in my head that I had that stat and I had to pull it out. But yeah, Drew Lock and Daniel Jones. I just want to say that.
Not even close. Although I think Drew Lock can start in Denver.
He probably will in a few weeks. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this in the AFC or NFC. I think I start off with AFC. AFC North. I have the Ravens winning at 15-2. I have them actually doing really, really good at 15-2. I think the Ravens. I mean, I was gonna say this, and I think I don't think it's that like much of like a crack take or anything like that. But I thought the Ravens actually could be like a really good team in the AFC, or just in the AFC in general next year. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins takes a big hit, but I think just like Lamar Jackson's still there. I think Gus Edwards can take over. They have Justice Hills and a right running back as well.
Hey, who told you that Gus the Bus is a good player?
I've been saying he's a good player. When have I said he's ass?
Last year.
I said it last year.
Okay, but like just because I didn't like, what did you want me to say? I concur, Lamitr. I agree. I like to piggyback on this take, Lamitr, and I agree with you that Gus Edwards is good. Yeah. He's good.
Next.
The Browns won 13-4, so the Browns are still, very good. It's not like I'm saying the Browns are bad.
Hold on, I have to call timeout here.
What's up?
I have my hot supermodel wife is in the other room, and I need to go attend to that.
You take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
All right, go Browns.
All right, go Browns. Yeah, Aaron is shitting his pants currently. All right, next one, AFC South. I had Tennessee Titans at 12-5, but the Colts not too far back at 11-6. I think Aaron, you had the Titans.
I had the Titans at 6-11.
Oh, so who won your AFC South?
The Colts.
Colts, and Aaron had the Titans. Okay, that's what I had it backwards. I'm going with the Titans winning, but the Colts are very close. AFC East, I think Buffalo. I have Buffalo very good, 16-1. I have them being a very good team. Miami, 11-6. And then the Jets and the Patriots. I think the Patriots are decent, but Mac Jones, rookie quarterback, he's gonna have his rookie mistakes. So I have him at 5-12. AFC West, Chiefs, 16-1. There's probably going to be a few of those, like upset wins and stuff like that. So
the upsets.
Lamitr predicts
the upsets.
16-1 for me. 12-4 for the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to be a very good team. The Raiders have them a 9-8, which I think is pretty much where they've been the last couple of years, where they're like, really close to making the playoffs. Then they don't. Yeah, that's I have them being in that same boat. And John Gruden going into his 5th year of his $100 million contract. Yeah, do you think he's gonna actually get the money back? Remember when he said he had that if I don't win the Super Bowl with the Raiders in that contract, he's gonna give all $100 million back. I doubt it as well. And I have the Broncos at 6-11. The Broncos have some good pieces. We'll see what happens. But they have a hard schedule too. They have a pretty difficult schedule as well. But I just think overall, they have some good pieces here and there. But they're a very young team. I think they could be a good team next year or the year after. It just depends who's going to be a quarterback. The NFC North, Green Bay Packers at 10-7, which kind of hurts to say. Aaron Rodgers gets his one last NFC championship. His one last NFC championship loss that he can take. Minnesota Vikings, though, not too far off, 9-8. I think they're. You guys were saying, Kirk Cousins. I think he's still a solid quarterback. He's a good guy. Dalvin Cook, one of the best running backs in the league.
I'm drafting Alexander Madison.
You think you're hoping for an injury or something?
No. Who said that? Come on. What is this accusation?
I don't see. Well, why would you draft Alexander Madison?
I like his hair.
Injuries. All right. 9-8. Yeah. Minnesota Vikings. The Bears, I have them being half decent, but I could also see them winning a few more games in 6-11 just because maybe Justin Fields is really fucking amazing. And then the Detroit Lions, which I feel like is pretty consensus. It's either them or the Texans are the worst team. I have them winning 2 games. So, maybe that actually could be more than what they actually win. But we haven't seen a lot of 0-16 or 1-win teams in a while. So 2 wins is usually what you see as the shittiest team. So that's still pretty bad. I got the Buccaneers 12-5, the Saints at 10-7. The Panthers are kind of where the Raiders are in my head, where they're a decent team where maybe things fall their way, or maybe with the schedule, that maybe they do win some games. But at the same time, I think they're not necessarily at that elite level yet, where I think they're going to be a playoff team. And then the Falcons, they're in a downward trajectory. I don't know what else to say. NFC East, I have the Washington football team barely winning it, 12-4. Dallas Cowboys right behind them, 11-6. The Giants are 3-14, and the Eagles are 2-15. Yeah. So what was his name? Nick Casario. Why is that?
Because the Giants are the best team in that league.
Division.
Division.
Super Bowl champions, New York Giants, 2021,
No.
2022.
Two. Yes, sir.
What did I miss?
Giants winning the Super Bowl in 2022.
Oh fuck.
You missed that part. Let's see. Okay, last one. NFC West. I have actually I think I got hacked by Dante Pettis. The Seahawks are my number one team in the
Oh,
NFC
the
West.
Seahawks. Interesting.
Yeah, 14-3 for the Seahawks. I have the Niners as well at 14-3, but they win in the
Hot
tiebreaker.
take. I don't think the Seahawks are going to be that good this year.
Me neither.
I say that every single year, and every single year they still end up making the playoffs. I'm going to stick with the Seahawks. Maybe I'm going to reverse jinx them and say the Seahawks are going to be good this year. Maybe this is the year that they actually fall. Let me, goddamn it, you really need like some ADHD meds. Like, I'm being serious. I spend this whole time with you recording. That's the biggest takeaway I've had is like, Lamitr, I think you have like serious ADHD. Niners 14-3, Rams at 12-5, and then the Cardinals at 6-11, which I think is just more or less just like there's just a lot of division they're in, and then there's a lot of good teams in the NFC as well. So like it's like nothing. I actually like the Cardinals roster. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury, so maybe get rid of Cliff and maybe you have a better record. That's all I gotta say.
Quick question. Food for thought.
Yes.
Would you rather have Cliff Kingsbury and what's his face? Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury and Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback wide duo, or would you rather have Andy Reid and Kyler Murray? I'd have Andy Reid and Kyler. Murray.
That's not it.
Give me Mahomes and give me Kingsbury winning 10 Super Bowls.
Mahomes needs receivers to be open. Kingsbury doesn't do that.
I mean, any quarterback needs receivers to be open. What quarterback doesn't need receivers to be open?
Let me tell you, who doesn't need receivers to be open.
I think it was more that I was going to say that like Andy Reid is like, I mean, people can say maybe Kyle Shanahan, but like one of the greatest offensive minds, maybe even in NFL history. Exactly, Andy Reid. So like, I think you can give me Andy Reid and like Mitch Trubisky, and I think that's still significantly better than like Cliff Kingsbury and like any quarterback. Yeah, really. Like I mean, the quarterback, right? It's an important part, but you always got to have a good coach. And do you see this? How many times have you done something with the soccer ball?
So many times, dude.
I know it's not. I thought it was just me who noticed that. Yeah, Lamitr. What? Okay, fantasy football. 3-1.
Oh yeah, yes. 3 names. For fantasy football. Tyler Higbee, like I already said, great. A bargain buy. Yeah, I guess he's a bargain buy. Next, Curtis Samuel, wide receiver from the Washington football team. I think he's great. I think he's the best wide receiver on that team. No, just kidding. Terry McLaurin's better. Huh? Oh, no comment. Terry McLaurin's better, but Curtis is pretty good. And lastly, who is it? Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, and Antonio Brown. Either one, both great. The Browns are going to be, both Browns are going to be.
Both Browns.
Yeah.
Hey, this just signifies that the Browns are going to win the Super Bowl 2022.
Browns just won the Super Bowl.
No, the Giants are winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah, 2023 is for the Browns. 2023 is for the Browns.
2024 could be the Seahawks. Oh, shit,
of course,
no.
it makes sense as the number one Seahawks fan. Let's do. We're gonna cut to Hard Knocks, right? I think we saw him on Hard Knocks. We talked about the Cowboys season. God damn it, Lamitr. Seriously, off his meds. We talked about the Cowboys season, but let's talk about the Cowboys preseason and maybe cuts. I don't know what's gonna happen in Hard Knocks, but let's cut to that segment. All right, we're back. Me and Aaron. Lamitr's not here. I really wanted to test it. I really wanted to do a third pop quiz, but maybe we'll do like next week. We'll do like an overall like series pop quiz where like we just see like how many actual episodes he's watched. Which I think the answer is 1, and it was just
one.
The second one. And not even maybe
half.
the whole episode. Yeah, it might have just been a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
This I'm gonna realize it's probably the worst one out of all the episodes so far.
Agree.
This one had the least amount. Like I think they could combine like the next week's episode and this week's episode. It probably would have been pretty good. But it's just like this whole week's episode was leading up to cuts, and then it just never happened. Like there was no, like they didn't do the cuts episode.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're telling me that you're trying to tell me that Micah Parsons Connect 4 game wasn't the most intense shit you've ever seen in your life.
Honestly, I liked Micah Parsons' mom's food, like the food porn when they were showing like mac and cheese, like that should look pretty good though. Like that was pretty good. And then the soul food they were showing like Jaquan Hardy, and he was like, oh, I'm like I walk into this restaurant, they know like oh, it's for Jaquan. Like that was pretty cool. Jaquan Hardy's famous soul food restaurant. But yeah, overall, I mean, we didn't learn a whole lot more about these guys. Like what was it? The running back in front of Jaquan Hardy, he got injured. So then they were
Rico,
all the
I don't
coaches.
remember his last name.
Yeah, all the coaches were just like, you got to seize the opportunity, right? He like grabs his like fucking like Gatorade and he's like, you got to seize the opportunity. That was kind of funny. Where they zoom in onto his paper and the only thing written on his paper was seize the opportunity. It's like, all right,
no taking.
Yeah, good, exactly. Yeah, you really learned a lot from that pep talk. And then yeah, I mean, yeah, they look decent. Like I mean, right, the Cowboys lost another preseason game, so they lost literally every single preseason game. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I was just a question to you. Have you seen the Cowboys cuts yet? Because I've purposely been avoiding them.
I know what happened with Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci's the one that I only know about. The rest I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, see, I have been keeping up, so I have a feeling he's not going to make it based on his play. But
yes. Aaron, do you want me to ruin it for you? Okay.
But the way you're talking right now, I know you're a big DiNucci guy, so I kind of know what's going to happen.
All right, R.I.P. my sweet prince Ben DiNucci.
No.
Cooper Rush QB2 dude on the Cowboys. I mean, depending if Dak doesn't play, if like let's say Dak's fingers like or his shoulder or whatever still fucked for week 1, then we can maybe see a Cooper Rush versus Tom Brady NFL opening game.
Dude, that's kind of fire.
I mean, yeah. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down for a Cooper Rush versus Tom
really
Brady.
hoping for a Hardy to make it. I really am.
So I have no clue about Hardy. I have no clue about Azur Kamara. I have no clue about Alarcon. He got the captain thing, right? They showed that he got the captain. He got interviewed at the end. He was like actually sitting at the interview table, like he was, very official. So maybe that's a sign that maybe he'll be in the team.
I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, I like how like we could totally look this up right now and just see what. But like I don't want to spoil it. I want spoilers for the ending.
Yeah, we know what happens to Gucci.
Yeah, that I just got ruined. I think Lamitr might have sent it to me, or I just saw it on Twitter, and I was like, man, I was really sad about that. Like, I've been in DiNucci's stand since that one game that he started, and he sucked at. The one game they started, and they're like, oh, you know what? Fuck it, let's play. Who do they play? Did they play Cooper Rush afterwards? Who?
I don't know. I don't think Cooper Rush. I think
they just brought Andy Dalton. I think that was it.
Okay. Wow. I mean, nothing really happened that episode that much.
Yeah, it was his I like Jaquan Hardy put his glasses on again, and then he still sucked.
He took him off.
Yeah, he did take him off, but then he still sucked with even with them on. Like he couldn't catch a fucking football without them, and he couldn't catch him with the fucking goggles.
Hey man, don't disrespect the GOAT like that.
No, I like Jaquan Hardy, but like I like the coaches like, hey, can you see me like how many fingers I'm putting up? But it's like fuck man, like that's bad. Like when your coach is roasting you like that because you can't fucking catch a football even with glasses on. Like he had the perfect excuse. Like honestly, if I was Jaquan Hardy, I just would have never put the glasses on and just be like, "Oh, sorry, coach, I can't see. That's why I dropped the ball." But like, if you put the glasses on, you still can't catch it. Then I think you just can't catch a football. Like I think like there's nothing else you can blame it on.
I know that. I mean, like, man, I'm pulling for him, but like, I feel like every time they show a highlight of him before like the last few plays of the preseason game, it was just him like dropping the ball up.
And then every time they show a good highlight, it's always like after a Ben DiNucci, like the next play is a Ben DiNucci interception. Like,
yeah, I know. That's what
it's always like. Remember that he has that one good run, and like his like Isaac's mom is like super hyped up, and the next fucking play it's a Ben DiNucci interception. Or no, it might have been an overthrow. It might have been an overthrow, not an interception, but it was just like a bad Ben DiNucci throw.
Yeah.
One
of my favorite moments was, as you know me, I'm a big Diggs family supporter.
Yeah.
I'm also a big Amari Cooper guy from my past, my dark past that we won't get into.
We don't have to get into.
But it was really fun to see their little competition. He's like, he won't catch one ball. He caught 2 balls on him.
Yeah, he got 2, and they were both really nice, dude. They were both pretty nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then I like at the end where he's like, you know what, I'm sorry, Diggs, I wouldn't do that to you. Dak brought that out of me. Yeah.
Honestly, I blame Dak. Dak was instigating that.
He was the instigator. Yeah,
it's not it's not team leader material right there.
If we're being honest, the Dak Prescott's relationship with Trayvon Diggs was very much like me and Lamitr, like on the podcast. Just kind of poking at each other, trying to. And then I guess I don't know, Aaron, are you Trayvon Diggs? I don't know, like I don't know where I was going with this metaphor, but like it's just.
Like I am, I guess. Who am I? I'm Amari Cooper.
How would you be? Yeah. You're Amari Cooper, and like this is like we're doing a debate, and like Lamitr is Trayvon Diggs, and he's like, no, Aaron, you can't out debate me. And then I'm like, no, Aaron. Yeah, how about you fucking debate him? Yeah, Aaron. How about you show him who's boss?
I don't know if that happens really like that though.
It's a Carson Wentz debate. And I'm like, Aaron, yeah, you tell him Carson Wentz sucks. And then Lamitr's like, no, dude, he's a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. And then like you're like, oh, you know what? And like you like really flame Lamitr, and then you're like, I'm sorry, Buzz made me do that. Like
honestly, that does make sense.
I pulled that out of my ass, but that's not that bad. Yeah, that's not.
I know. It started off a little shaky, but you finished strong.
I got it back. I think.
Also, I'm really pulling for Azur Kamara too. I'm really.
He's cool. His mom, she always brings like she's always got like the most colorful like outfit in the freaking like she just stands out like right away.
Yeah. Best dressed.
Probably, yeah. I like how they went to the Cowboys store and she's like, "Oh, is your jersey gonna be up there?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, probably soon." And it's like, I don't know, man. You might be cut. You might not be.
Hey, man. I think they maybe move him to linebacker. He's kind of small.
He does, yeah. He's got his number 43. Kind of that's like a linebacker number. I feel like that's like.
I mean, anything's a linebacker number now.
That's true.
So.
I mean, you can be any number. That 43 could be a tight end number.
I mean, seeing Michael Parsons 11, that was really throwing me off for a while.
I mean, I've been watching college football recently now that it's back and all. I'm seeing receivers wear like number 20 and stuff like that. So like, the moment you get used to that, like that's any number is fine. You're fine with any number, really.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, so the last one I had to talk about, there's a few more. So the first one, let's talk about Jerry Jones. They did like a Marvel type scene where like Jerry Jones wasn't like there at all, but then at the very end, like the end credit scene, where he's just talking about Whataburger. He's like, yeah, dude, like if there was anybody who loves Whataburgers, it's me. I'm your guy.
I don't eat it. I don't warm it up. If it's cold, I'll eat it cold. I'd rather eat it cold than. Which I understand, I feel the way about like certain pizza places and stuff,
But that's pretty bad. Would you want an Aaron Johnson classic? Like, would you name it like a football game, like a high school game after yourself?
If I had that type of influence, of course
I would do that, and then I'd have Bishop Sycamore play. Only Bishop Sycamore. It's like exclusive to Bishop Sycamore. Like how the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving. Bishop Sycamore would only play in the Boaz Classic, and then I'd have fucking the other team doesn't matter, but it's Bishop Sycamore has to be there. That'd be like the Lions or the Cowboys in Thanksgiving. You got to have.
Is Jerry Jones stepping on Patrick Mahomes' toes with his Whataburger love right now? Because Patrick Mahomes brought a Whataburger to Kansas City.
He did, yeah. Well, the question is, it's a race to who's going to be the first one to own like a Whataburger. Because I think Patrick Mahomes just brought it over, but I don't think he owns one. And I don't know if Jerry Jones owns a single like branch or whatever, like a store. But I think the race is like who can own their first Whataburger store. And I think I don't know. Jerry Jones probably has the edge. He has the edge on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
They're both making a lot of money.
They both are, but Patrick Mahomes has to wait a few more years until he gets all of his money. Jerry Jones, quite wealthy.
let's look up Jerry Jones' net worth right now, shall we?
I mean, I'm willing. I'll say I'm willing to bet that I think it's.
Holy shit!
How much is it?
Fuck.
How much is it?
What?
Is it a billion? No, it's not a billion, right?
$8.9 billion.
Wow. Okay, I was wildly.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is not even in the stratosphere, then I guess.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and you and I were really just dissing Jerry Jones right there, because you and I thought maybe there was it was kind of close. Like I was gonna say like 800, 900 million.
No, I knew it was at least $1 billion, but I didn't expect it to be like almost $9 billion. Like
I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I thought maybe it could be slightly under $1 billion, but yeah, no. He's quite wealthy.
Yes.
I mean, that makes sense to you when you have them like the wealthiest sports club in the world, like the Dallas Cowboys, like in the world, not even like
not even just
the US. It makes sense that should be fairly wealthy owning that club.
It makes sense.
And then so the last one I had at the last event that I had written down was the comedy club thing where like Tyrone Basham. And like I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like I don't want to like come off as like a hater or anything, but it was kind of shitty. Like it wasn't like his jokes were like it was just all inside jokes. Like it was like jokes like the average audience would never understand, because he's doing accents like DeMarcus Lawrence. Like I didn't really get that joke because like I don't know how DeMarcus Lawrence really sounds like.
Hey man, in his defense, the setting was for inside jokes.
That's true. The setting was the football team. So yeah, you're right.
Hard Knocks. If he came out there, did that. Just like some random comedy show, I'd be like,
that was just more my tip. My tip for the future for him. Like it was funny, but maybe like next time, if you're gonna take the same jokes, like the same material, and bring it to another audience, it might not be as funny, because like I don't know if they know what the fuck your defensive coordinator sounds like, or the Z-line coach. They don't know that he's British, and they don't know that fucking how DeMarcus Lawrence sounds like. Or I'm guessing if you go to you go to a part of, I'd even say the Bay Area, like there's not a lot of football fans like in certain parts of the Bay Area. Like maybe you go to like a San Francisco, like kind of like a hipster type, like a comedy club. I'm not sure if you say DeMarcus Lawrence, like they know who the fuck that is. So like
I don't know. But hey, hope for the best.
It was. We don't want to spoil it. We don't know maybe if he's on the team or not. But if he's not on the team, I would say maybe if you're taking the comedy thing seriously over football, maybe look into.
I mean, he wasn't dressed for the final game, so maybe
that means probably he's on the team. Probably means he's on the team. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's good detective work right there on your part.
Because I remember like they were showing Zeke on the sideline, and I saw Basham. He's wearing the same hat that he was when he was doing his comedy thing. I was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. There was really not a whole lot. Like they had the COVID scare thing, but I thought like maybe they could show a little bit more of that. But like it was just like 2 minutes of them like being on Zoom calls. There really wasn't much about that. And then yeah, no cool drone shots. They had what's his name? What's the coach's name? I'm blanking right now. Mike McCarthy. He had that shirt that he wore. He wore like that dress shirt that was kind of weird looking.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that weird, honestly.
I know. I just saw people on Twitter clowning it because it was like in the camera. It looked like it was glitching. It looked like a holographic like Pokemon card or some shit like that. But yeah, that's like if that's what Twitter is trending about it in the Hard Knocks episode, like that's like you know that's like there's not a whole lot that happened. If like the trending topic on Twitter is fucking Mike McCarthy's shirt looking like a fucking graphic Pokemon card.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I think last thing we got to do is we forgot it when we recorded yesterday is we forgot to acknowledge this is technically our 100th episode. We probably have more than 100 episodes if you count, the Gauntlet and all the other episodes we put out that haven't like had an official number on them. But of the Muffed podcast, this is episode number 100.
Wow.
Yep.
Still kicking it. Still living, still thriving.
Dude, they said they the haters were doubting. I don't know who the haters were, but they were doubting. And we made it to 100. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
I feel like, not that long ago, we were like on episode like 26. I think I sent Lamitr like, oh, look, we're like, there used to be a time where like I was sending Lamitr like, oh, look, we're like on episode Saquon Barkley because it would be like 26 or like 28. Like, oh, look, it's Adrian Peterson episode or some shit like that. And it's like, we're at 100 now. I can't make that anymore because there's no player.
You can't for the rest of your life.
Yeah, my last chance was yesterday. Or last week. It would have been Javon Kinlaw, JJ Watt, DeForest Buckner. I don't know. Rest in peace, DeForest Buckner. Not dead, but on the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, basically the same thing.
Pretty much.
Well, no disrespect to Swaggo Creaky. That was a joke.
No, yeah. Just for Carson Wentz. It really, and that was just a diss.
No, I have nothing against the Colts. I just don't like their choice in their quarterback.
That's what's wrong with Jacob Eason? I also disagree.
I like that energy. That's some good energy.
I think Sam Ehlinger is better, and I actually agree with you.
I'm sure Sam Ehlinger has the vaccine. Actually, can we check that?
Maybe there could. I mean, he's injured, so like that really wouldn't help him. The vaccine doesn't help against. I think like he broke his elbow or some shit like that. So like I don't think there's a vaccine for that.
With the news of that the Buccaneers became 100% vaccinated, we're living in we're living in a world currently that Antonio Brown is more reasonable than Kirk Cousins and Carson Wentz. So I just want that to sink in.
That's a solid point that I did not think about. That is pretty crazy. And then the thing is, Leonard Fournette, do you remember where he was like, I don't see a way that I take the vaccine? Like, remember, like he like right when they had those like restrictions, and like they somehow convinced him. So like, if you can't convince Kirk Cousins, I don't know who the Buccaneers brought out. Like they must have brought out like
I think Tom Brady. I think just Tom Brady just going around just being like, you don't want to get the vaccine, you're off a fucking team.
So yeah, do you want to win a Super Bowl or do you want to just whatever bitch about your vaccine? It's like, all right, just put your microchip in that fucking body and let's go win a Super Bowl. Which is not that bad. Like I mean, I guess Kirk Cousins just can't say that. Like that's maybe it. Kirk Cousins, like they laugh at his face when he says that. Like, Kirk, you're not winning a Super Bowl. Like, what are you talking about?
But he's not the one convincing. He's the one that needs convincing, because
Kirk is like, guys, can we win a Super Bowl? Like, come on, guys. Like maybe.
Like, I'll get the vaccine when we win the Super Bowl. Maybe that's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
But that was our Hard Knocks talk with the weird.
That's Hard Knocks talk. Yeah, we try to stretch that out. We stretched it out to 15 minutes, which was we could have done this. We could have done a recap in 30 seconds. If we're being completely honest.
Yeah.
COVID, background story that we pretty much already knew about all the other guys. More of Azur Kamara's family preseason game where they lose. Ben DiNucci interception. There we go. That's
been every episode.
That's summary. Yeah, that's summary of episode
1 through 4. 1 through 4, honestly.
Yeah, 1 through 4 of Hard Knocks with the Cowboys, and then the drone shot. Who can forget the drone shot?
Oh, you can't forget the drone shot.
Episode 3 opening drone shot. Yeah, the Lamitr that had no clue about. I asked him about the cinematography. Had no clue about it.
No clue because you didn't see it.
But yeah, let's warp back in. We went to the future. Let's go back to the past. Back to the episode. Wow, well, what an episode! We talking about everything. Fantasy football. We got our every team, every division. We got to pick who's gonna be winning. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna happen. I don't know how all three of ours is gonna happen because Lamitr is fairly different than both Aaron and I. And we also talk about some hard knocks and some highlights of the week. Bishop Sycamore, if you're looking for an offensive coordinator who can run a 3-center system, I'm your guy. Hit me up. And we're gonna redact that part. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.